Yes, more copper. And I want to pose a question to the community and see if I can get some feedback on gold. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sobriety and Silver. Well, we got aliens. Well, let me rephrase that. Not aliens. They are UFOs, unidentified flying objects, over feds' houses, residences. China, or South Korea, not China. South Korea with a failed attempt at martial law. There's a lot going on in the world. I could keep going and going and going, but I don't want to make a 1 hour video here. But maybe the UFOs are flown by zombies, and we're going to get the zombie apocalypse and an alien invasion all at once. That would be pretty cool. All right, everybody. I hope everybody's having a great day. If you have not, please like, share, and subscribe. I am trying to reach 500 subscribers by the end of the year, and I believe right now I'm at 454, so I appreciate all the support. I appreciate everybody that has subscribed. Let's get into what I got in the mail today, and yes, it's more copper. I can't get away from copper. But it is a very nice copper piece. Check this out. The Lunar Dragon, 2024. Look at that thing. That thing is awesome. I love copper. I can't get away from it. 33 grams. I just like copper. Yep, my dogs are barking. Life goes on. All right. Well, I forgot to say it, but I woke up sober again this morning because I went to bed sober last night. Today is 1,098 days of continuous sobriety. It is day 135 of stacking silver and collecting copper, going through penny rolls, all that good stuff, all that fun stuff. All right. Today, I would like to pose a question to something that I feel is a little out of my league right now. I have watched a lot of videos on gold, fractional gold, because that's what I'm going to pose a question. It's going to be a 1/10 coin. But the question I want to put out to the community, and hopefully I get some feedback, is which one, if I'm saving up money and I'm about a third of the way there to make my first gold purchase, other than a gold back. I do have 8 gold backs, but I'm talking about my first coin. Now, I know that some people like the pure 99.9 gold. But what about, I mean, how does everybody feel about like Krugerrands? And I think the American Gold Eagle is 91.6% gold. What would you guys suggest for my first purchase? Once I save up enough money, and like I said, I'm about a third of the way there. Should I get a Maple, the Lady Liberty, a Britannia? Does it matter? Are there other gold coins out there? I know now I don't know exact purity, but I'm going to put this out there, and hopefully I don't sound like I'm completely ignorant. But, you know, I've only been stacking silver, like I said, other than the gold backs. So is there coins out there that is maybe 40% or, you know, kind of like junk silver, 90%, 40%, 35%, something that I should be looking into that is still a good purchase, but is not a quarter ounce, a half ounce, or a full ounce of gold, which honestly, it would take me too long to save up that much money to get a half ounce or an ounce. So if you would, just leave me a little feedback on that, and I would much appreciate it. Like I said, I have watched a lot of different videos about fractional gold, and I do want to stay away from the 1 gram. And I know there's not a whole lot of difference between a 1 gram and a 1/10, but you know, feedback. And I know there's probably 1/20th ounce coins out there too, but I haven't looked into those. I'm focused on a 1/10 coin, but just not sure which one. All right, South Korea tried to do martial law, and it was ended quickly. It didn't last very long, but who's to say something like that's not going to happen here? I mean, we got the transfer of power coming up in January, and we've seen what's going on with the current administration as far as just throwing caution to the wind and just kind of doing whatever they want with the pardons and what's going on with Russia and Ukraine and the missiles and the weapons and just seems like things are just spiraling out of control, which is causing me, in my last video I was talking about prepping, which is causing me and my wife to really get even more serious about it. And I was talking to my boss last night at work, and he's actually into this kind of stuff as far as prepping. And he was talking about making sure that I have plenty of egg cartons. And somebody left a comment in the last video about getting cotton balls and Vaseline. They're excellent fire starters. And then my boss was saying, yeah, you put the cotton balls in the egg cartons and it keeps them moist so they don't dry out. Now, I don't know how to store stuff like that. This is all something that I'm going to have to look into. I've been focusing on food, matches, water, things like that. But there's a lot of things, like I said in my last video, that I haven't considered getting. And I'm starting to make a list now of things that we may need if it does come to the SHTF. And you never know. I mean, things are just going nuts right now. I honestly don't think that there's going to be this peaceful transition of power that was promised. I think there's going to be, and this is just my own personal opinion. This is just my opinion. It's something I'm preparing for. So I'm, don't take this as written in stone. But I just don't think there's going to be a very peaceful transition of power. So I want my wife and I to be prepared for whatever may happen. And hopefully nothing happens. Hopefully it is a peaceful transition, but I just don't see it happening. South Korea, that's disturbing to me. The president over there declaring martial law. Now again, it didn't last long, but who's to say that can't happen here? And if it does, it's up to each state to decide how they're going to handle it. And in my opinion, I think a lot of the states would follow along. Now, I don't know about Texas and Oklahoma. That's, I'm hoping they don't. It's up to each state, but you never know. You look at the cough that happened, kind of a test run to see how many people would comply and shelter in place. And it was astonishing how many people actually did that. And my wife and I didn't. We did not get any recommendations. I got to be careful what I say here, but we did not. So anyway, we are preparing for that. And I didn't, the only thing I had to show off today was the copper. I'm going to wrap this video up. I just wanted to touch base with everybody about the gold. I'm really, really interested in buying my first gold coin. And maybe there isn't a difference. I don't know. But a little feedback and a little help would be great, because some of the videos I watch, they're all for the 1 grams. Some of them are against them. Some of them are for the 1/10, the 1/20th. Some of them are not. So I'm trying to get as much feedback as I can to make a final decision and set a goal on which one I want to buy. So anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday. Thank you for sticking around. Go to bed sober tonight. If you are struggling with any kind of alcoholism, addiction, do not give up. Don't give up. Don't worry about how many times you've relapsed. Keep fighting. Go to bed sober. Wake up sober. You start stringing some of them days together. Life becomes wonderful. You start living. And you just wake up to the world. And sometimes waking up to the world is not always the best thing, but hey, you're sober. You guys have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next video.